For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel. And in today's video, I am going over the best way to get trophies, as well as the best way to spend your trophies in Madden 20. Trophies are honestly a pretty underrated aspect of Madden. A lot of people gloss over them, but whenever I show off my lineup, everyone's like, oh, how'd you get your overalls up? And using trophies is exactly how I'm able to do so. And what I mean by that is get the overalls to be blue and boosted up by chemistries. Now, before we hop into the video, if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to consider subscribing. We just hit 35K last night. Feels like we just hit 30 a couple days ago. We've been growing super quickly, so thanks to all of you guys for the growth. Also, be sure to drop a like on the video if you did get some value from it, and if you were in the stream last night, shout out to you guys. We might go live again tonight. So let's get started off by talking about the best way to get trophies. Now, getting trophies is basically an online task. You have to play online games to get your series trophies, and in my opinion, right now, the best way to get trophies is actually through draft champions, and it's through a little method that I've heard about through the community on Twitter, and I'll explain it to you guys right here. So basically, how the method would work, I'm not taking credit for this. I think D-Money did come up with it, but he's able to make a ton of coins doing this, but it also works for trophies. So what you're basically going to do is you're going to load into a ranked draft, and end up putting in the however much coins, I forget you have to put in to get started off with, but I think it's about 7,000 coins to get started off with, or 9,000 coins in the standard one. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to lose games. You're just going to lose games, so that way your placement is going to go down to like bronze. I think you have to do it 2 or 3 times, so load into the draft, lose, load into the draft, lose, load into the draft, lose. Once you've done that 3 times, your rank is going to be pretty low, and then when you load in next time, you're going to get matched up with super low quality opponents, and that's going to allow you to dominate and get wins pretty easily. Now, getting wins fast is the name of the game when it comes to draft champions and when it comes to getting series trophies, because getting wins fast is going to not only give you trophies, as you can see here, for the amount of wins you get, but it's also going to give you trophies in the series progression tab, which I'll run over in just a second. So yeah, the method kind of works as follows. You load in, you pay your 9,000 coins, you back out of a game, basically just quit the game when it starts, your rank will go down, and you're going to do that 3 times, then you load into the next draft, and now you can start winning, and you'll make your coins back pretty easily. To be honest with you guys, it won't be too tough to actually get those free 6 wins, and then you guys will see right here, once you do get 6 wins on one of the tiers, or just in the standard one, you make all your coins back that you invested, plus you actually get red zone, midfield, and Hail Marys, and you also end up getting the 30 series trophies, which is what we want most badly when it comes to this video. Now, the reason why this is good and doing the draft champion stuff is good is because winning games like head-to-head seasons and weekend league, while it is pretty rewarding, it takes a super long time, and what's good about doing those draft champions games is you're able to actually win games quickly and ultimately knock these leaderboards out, or these rankings out, because this is where you can get the bulk of your trophies. As you see, 10 trophies, 30, 30, 30, 30, 60, 60. It's so many trophies you guys can get from doing this. And let's say you win 3 times. So let's say you get, how many would that be? 6, or so let's say you win 4 times. 6 times 4 is just over 20. That's going to allow you to get the 20 online games reward of 30 plus another 30. That's 60, 90 right here, 120, and then plus another 10 is going to be 130 trophies. Plus you get those additional trophies that you would have gotten for just actually playing and winning the rewards in draft champs. So you can easily get like a few hundred trophies for just winning the draft champions leaderboards a couple times. And honestly, you don't have to come first every time. You don't have to win all 6 games. Even if you win 4, it's still going to progress you on the series progression. And when it comes to weekend league and head-to-head seasons, those are effective, but if you really want to grind for trophies, I think the draft champions is the way to go. You don't have to win all the games. You can get matched up with some easier competition, especially if you use the method that I just talked about, where you lose a couple games on purpose just to get started off with, and then it resets your draft. Then you go back in, and then you start trying. And honestly, you don't have to come first. You don't have to win all 6 games, like I was saying, because the most important way of getting trophies is through this series progression. It's the most effective way. Now, there's also head-to-head seasons, and there is weekend league, as well as solo battles, but we're not going to talk about solo battles. In my opinion, they're a little bit too boring for me, but weekend league is another solid alternative. But when you come in here and take a look at how many games you have to play and how many trophies you're going to get, you'll see that right now I'm like 6-2, but when it comes to the event details, you guys will see that getting, let's say you finish in like all-star or star, which is a pretty common place, I would say, for people to finish. That's going to give you 120 or 170 trophies, which when you think about it, isn't really that much compared to how many we would have gotten for the draft champion stuff. Plus, this is going to take us much longer. Playing the draft champs, people tend to quit out of games super quickly. Like, you will hop into these games after you've lost your 3, and if you score a touchdown and get like a pick, or like a pick 6, honestly, you could do that so easily against some of these opponents. You'll easily be able to get those trophies up. Weekend League is a solid option. I would prefer Weekend League to head-to-head seasons just because the trophy rewards are pretty similar for how many games you win, but you also get better coin rewards from Weekend League. So in terms of rankings, this is the way I would rank these 3. Draft Champs is probably first if you just want to grind for trophies. That's the way to do it. Then Weekend League if you're kind of excited to get trophies plus get some coins, which is kind of what I'm sitting in. I'm not really grinding specifically for trophies. If I was, I'd be doing Draft Champs. So then Weekend League would be second, and then head-to-head seasons is third. It gives you solid rewards, but honestly, you don't get the rewards that are that big, and you don't get the rewards that often. You have to play through like a full season to start getting some of the trophy rewards, and they're just not as good as the Weekend League ones, and a little less consistent, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, that's how you're gonna get trophies. That's basically the fastest ways of getting trophies. Draft Champs is probably the move. If you guys are trying to just absolutely grind out for your trophies, Draft Champs is the move. If not, head on over to Weekend League, get as many wins as you can, and you'll grow your trophies not as fast as Draft Champs, but you'll grow them decently quickly. And then head-to-head seasons is kind of just I'm not a huge fan of it, but I mean, if you do want to just play online with your own team, I can't say no to that, honestly, because sometimes it's not that fun to play Draft Champs. You want to play with the team you've built, so I can't blame you guys. Now let's come into the competitive currency and talk about what is the best to spend your trophies on. And I'm going to start off by talking about these coin packs right here, and I'm going to actually rank these packs. So I did the math, guys, and in my opinion, or not in my opinion, the math says that the best one to open up is this touchdown pack for 220 trophies, assuming you're taking your quick sells. You guys should be taking your quick sells every time, but if you are taking your quick sells, this is going to give you about 292, I believe, coins per trophy. This one's about 275, and this one's about 225, so of course we would want to maximize that, right? Because we want to get as many coins as possible for the trophies that we have to spend to open up the pack. So yeah, if you're opening up these packs, touchdown packs are the move. Save up for those, and then of course, honestly, if you're opening up other ones, then go with red zone, and then go with midfield if you're kind of just dwindling your trophies down. But touchdown packs are the move if you guys want to open these up for coins. Those are the best ones, and it's worth it to just save up for them. If you have like 100 trophies, it's worth it to get up to 220 just to open up the touchdown pack. Now let's talk about this Joey Bosa. I'm going to hop out and hop into the auction house, and we'll take a look at his stats because he actually has pretty solid stats, to be honest with you guys. So unfortunately, there actually aren't any Joey Bosas up on the auction house, so I'll pop up a photo of his stats right here for you guys to see on Mudhead. And if you take a look at them, they are actually very good. This card has glitchy stats when it comes to the pass rushing. 99 finesse move is probably what you guys will see. He's got pretty high speed, also pretty good power move. The block shed is a little low, which is kind of unfortunate. If that was up at like an 89 or a 90, then this would be one of the glitchiest cards in the game. But Joey Bosa is actually a really good option to pick, and it's a tough decision. If you guys are saving up for those 1,000 trophies to get the competitive master or the Coach Madden collectible, it is a tough decision, I won't lie to you guys. In my opinion though, this is kind of my rule of thumb with this type of stuff. If you have a need at whatever position is the competitive master, so when it's this season or this series, left end is the competitive master, go with Joey Bosa. I did that when Melvin Gordon was in the store, and I was really satisfied with getting him because he's one of the best cards in the game at his position. If you have left end as a position of need and you want to save up for those 1,000 trophies, I can't fault you. I mean, this is a huge upgrade to any card you'll probably have there if you are really in need to upgrade at left end. And if you are, grab the Joey Bosa. Like, he's a really good card, he has really good stats, but if you already do have a good left end, be reasonable, go with the Coach Madden. The Coach Madden is going to be super helpful in the long run, especially when you get that +1 speed boost, which I believe I'm getting this time. So when I get 400 or 325 more trophies, I'm going to be able to get my Coach Madden upgraded, which I'm pretty excited for, because I'm excited to get that +1 speed. I've spent a lot of trophies on this guy, but Coach Madden or Competitive Master is usually a tough pick. It's been a tough pick for me basically every single time they come out with one, because the competitive masters always have good stats, and I just kind of think to myself, okay, do I need an upgrade at left end? If I do, I'm grabbing the Joey Bosa. I don't really need an upgrade at left end that badly, so I'm not going to be grabbing the Joey Bosa. But If I did, I would be getting him. So in my opinion, it's kind of just up to you. There's not really one position you could go with that's better. And then of course, if you need the coins, right? Let's say you need these 200k, because you could get about 200k back, or about 250k back in return for actually getting the Joey Bosa or the Coach Madden. That's how much trophies you would spend and how much coins you would get back. If you were to spend the equal amount of trophies, which would be 4 of these packs, you'd get about 250k from the touchdowns. That's not really worth it in my opinion. I think that a Coach Madden collectible is worth more than 250k to me. Like, I just think about it this way: if I saw a Coach Madden collectible on the store for 250k, would I buy it? I would. So in my opinion, not a huge fan of taking the coins unless you really need the coins. And if that's the case, go ahead, grab your coins. If you need an upgrade at left end, go ahead and grab the Joey Bosa. And of course, if you don't really need either of those two things, then grab the Coach Madden. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. So yeah, that's basically gonna do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hopefully this one was pretty helpful for you guys, and you're gonna end up getting those trophies as well as actually making the right picks with them. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. Till next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
It means no worries for the rest of your day.